Someone give Josh Hart the ball and shoot. Let him eat.
Waiting on one guy. Alright, well.
We're waiting on Axie. Oh, no, Axie Boy's in now.
No, we're waiting on one on the. It's Swifty. Swifty 702. Oh, failed to join. Oh my gosh. So it's not just me, it's hitting other guys too. Thanks, EA, for giving us a bad game. Appreciate it, guys.
Don't we all?
And Captain Tito. Alright, so we're waiting on two guys.
Man, that guy's name's got a lot of alcohol in it.
There we go. Once they hit their once they get their cars, we can ready up. And
you can get it this time.
What's up?
You got it this time. I have a stream up on my phone that I don't want to have to reload. Julius Randle's going to foul out with a quarter to go, and that means they're going to have to go straight to the 3-ball. There we go. Captain Tito's in. Yeah, he's in his car. I swear there were 2 Ferraris the last time around. Chuck ripped on to pick his car. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, you can give him the go-ahead now. Give it to Josh Hart. Give it to Josh Hart. Give it to Josh Hart.
Alright, setting the signal one more time.
Well, that's not a 3-pointer, Josh Hart. I've done the standings. I'm not doing it again.
Yeah. While we were on the black screen, just to sum it up, no incident reports from last week. Podium stands as called. BK, Tin Man Grew. Top 2 is separated by what now? 18, you said?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. And that's the 2 Haas boys. We have a couple new drivers joining us this evening, and throughout qualifying, I will get to them and feature them a little bit. So while we're waiting for a loading screen.
Maybe we'll get in this time around.
Yeah.
Pick your tires. It can't be that hard. You got 3 guys on him and he still can't take it away. And he's still going to make a 3-pointer? You're joking.
You and your...
Again, not a 3-ball.
Come on. This time loading complete.
Josh Hart has a quarter to put up 3.
Hey, we got ourselves a lobby.
We're in. Okay, who comes out first?
Hello, Mr. Mantis.
Cornish Cuck.
Oh, jeez.
If that's still his username.
Jeez. Goofy Dad Gaming. Hello, Mr. Texas Tornado. Hello, everyone else watching. My apologies for the delay. We're going crazy. Lobby, game, EA decided to crash. You know how that goes.
Cody's decided to not want us to race today.
Yep, basically that's what it was. But anyway, we have 15 here with us tonight. So this late into the season, honestly, that's actually a pretty good-sized grid.
And what's crazy is that it's new drivers, too. Usually we don't get very many at the end of the season.
Sometimes, depending, but I will be going through that momentarily. Let me get all set up here. There's BK, Kryptonic Swang, as you might recall, everyone, he reserved last week. We ended up giving him a full-time seat in one of the Ferrari vacants, so he's going to be with us for the rest of the season, hopefully. A nice familiar face is also back in the AlphaTauri whenever he decides to get out of his garage there. But before then, we have a McLaren driver, so Gru finally has a teammate.
Woo!
Biggest news of the season right there.
Would have probably put a fight to the front too for constructors if he had one for the majority of the season.
VSC Captain Jack will be with the McLaren squad for the rest of the season, so Gru can now finally put up a fight with him and his tired godness. So between that and
Tired God
also,
King.
yes, between that and also in the other Ferrari with Kryptonic Swang, we have Captain Tito, who is also new to the AM3 grid. And according to what I was told from in practice, I didn't get a chance to run with these guys. The new guys, Captain Jack, Tito, were up toward the front, you said?
BK said that it's going to be a 5-way battle for the front tonight. Between the two new guys, Krypton, and the two Haas drivers.
That'll be very interesting. Don't sleep as we have an Alpine over there on the front straight. It looked like it was Carsten Chong, or no, it was Arkaka. So his outlap has been pretty much butchered, and he can go at a snail's pace and put another legitimate banker in at least. Who doesn't
Here
love?
comes Arkaka across the line with a 337.
337. Woo woo. But we are gonna go with, I believe the first guy to put that's going to be putting in a lap will be either Sean Boy. Yeah, it's going to be Sean Boy.
Yeah.
Sean Boy is going to be putting our benchmark, first benchmarker here in Abu Dhabi. See what he does when he crosses the line. It's going to be a 125.0.
And we're off to the races early.
PK already, 125. Oh my gosh, 2/100ths of a second as Kryptonic goes 24/7, 3/10 clear of the Haas duo. Gru slots into fourth there with a 25.5, so he's a half a second off the pace there. I'm assuming that's just a banker to see where he's at. Red Air, Captain America, 25.9. Let's see, who else is coming? Karsten Chong, 26.8. One of the Ferraris is coming now. I believe that's Captain Tito. Captain Tito goes second overall. Oh my gosh, so we got a Ferrari front row right now. You weren't kidding when you said 5-way battle more than likely. Holy moly.
Yeah, and
that is absolutely crazy. Arkaka 132.9 sets his banker lap, so there's that for you. Severe Scott looks like he's going to be the next across the line, keeping it neat and tidy through turns 15 and 16. Almost invalidates, goes 8th fastest with a 26.7. Witjay is next across the line, goes 6th fastest with a 25.3. So the Hasses are going to be into the pits. Swifty's actually out on track. He's through Sector 2 now. The newly reconfigured Sector 2. And then Sector 3 has been also altered a little bit, as we all know. Is this the first time we've actually ran Abu Dhabi and COS with the new layout?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. Because the last time it was one of the last races this season.
Was it season?
I remember because it was Rogue. Because Rogue was in that race.
Okay, it must have been season 9. As Swifty goes 38.1. That was definitely a banker from the Swiftmeister there in the AlphaTauri, making his return here in COS. Karsten Chong goes 10th fastest. Arkaka's 11. Ferrari's going to be into the pits. Tin Man, Red Mask, and Axie Boy have yet to go out on track, so...
Ooh, I just saw Aston Martin into the wall, Red Arrow.
You better be careful, because that's a very, very easy spot to get DSQ'd for blocking the pit exit. He has no front wing, unfortunately, so He's going to have to go back in as we just eclipsed 12 minutes left of the session. But all these guys are coming into the pits now. Swifty's the only one out on track. We're going to stay on board here with Mr. Swifty here through the configured Sector 3, the double right-hander. And we're going into the scene of the crime, so to speak, for the Mercedes garage from 2021, where Nicholas and Tiffy just decided to just crash a car. As Kryptonic goes 24-4, putting it on provisional pole by even more time now. And Swifty goes 26-9, which not much of an improvement, but it's still an improvement. He goes up to P11, leaving Artaka at a 32-9. He's still in the pits now, so some of these guys are going to be getting their second runs in. As Red Arrow is going into the pits now, so not surprised there. And I'm literally just like, holy crap. Just hiding absolutely everything. But Karsten Chong, those Alpines have actually been showing a decent amount of pace as of late and charging through the midfield. Where did you say they were at in the constructors? Like 5th now or something like that?
Alpine?
Yes.
Well, Alpine's in last.
Oh wow, what am I thinking? Holy crap. Who am I thinking of then? Oh, never mind. I might have been thinking of McLaren's. As the Ferrari gets out of the way of the Alpine. Didn't necessarily need to do that. Mr. Carson is...
As Gru's going to be coming along to start his lap.
Tin Man's actually on track too. I didn't even see that until right now. Feature the Season 10 AM3 champion here. As he sets a purple Sector 2, but with this game, you never know if it's an overall or just a personal. Thank you, EA Coding, yet again. A decent shot through there, going through to the hotel section here. Very easy to lose the back end of the car on most spots of this track. I have a hard time, and this is going to sound very weird, I have a hard time in turns 1 and 2. And Tin Man puts it P7 with a 25-4. Let's see what Axie Boy is doing. He is reserving in the Mercedes tonight, as I thought that was going to be invalid, honestly, as he went through the hotel there. He and Red Mask
You really abused that line around the corner. As long as you stay out there, yeah, it'll let you get away with it.
27-1 puts him 13th out of the 14 guys. And Red Mask is now on a lap, so let's ride in on board with the Red Bull of Red Mask. Turn 1, very easy to go, overtook it. Turn 2, if you hit that curb, you spin it out, and you stand a chance of getting disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Turn 3, the end of Sector 1 comes up very, very quick. Instead of that little bus stop chicane, so to speak, you just go straight through into the hairpin, going down the first DRS straight here at the Yas Marina circuit.
Carson Chong puts it in P3.
Ooh,
he finds himself up there with a 24-9.
Ooh, Carson's getting
With his
there.
teammate Arcaka, who's not far behind him, who's six and a half seconds up on his previous time. He's going to come across and put himself P8 with a 25-4, so not far off his teammate, but there's quite a gap between these front 9 or 10 cars.
There's nothing wrong with that. Still on board here with the Red Bull of Red Mask, as there is yellow in Sector 1. I'm not sure who that is. That might be an Apatory. See what Red Mask does through the 3rd sector here. Going through the final corners of 15 and 16.
Cam Tizzle joining the booth tonight?
As Red Mask goes P2, by the way.
Oh, track is starting to. Track is really starting to get quick. BK's coming through on his second flying lap. So he's coming down to the chicane on the back straight. We'll see what times he's got as he's coming around the chicane. A little bit slow out of chicane.
Oh, not happening now. He just lost all of that time. It showed that he was 0.04 of a second up on that his previous time. Keyword might, Warren, might. That's a very big keyword there, Mr. Cam.
As Red Arrow puts on P3, as we're going to see a whole bunch of cars sitting in the top of the leaderboards. I cannot
speak flips him now. Shamboy goes P3. Carson Chong. So let's see what Arcaka's going to the pits as
Here comes Swifty across the line, but he's starting a lap now.
Swifty starting a lap now as we're approaching 6 minutes left of quali here. BK is probably going to be diving into the pits, I would imagine, because that basically just drained all of. Yep, that kind of expected.
Trying to see who's closest to being on a flying lap. Nobody's on a flying lap at the moment.
It's going to be, if anybody, I don't think it's going to be Severe Scott. No, 129, 130.
Scott is actually going on a flying lap now.
Yeah, I was just about ready to say, it might be Severe Scott here. So we'll stay on board here with the Williams. His teammate, Ike, who hasn't been here the last couple of weeks. I hope everything's okay with him, as well as Kiss My LZ. Otherwise, we would have had a full AM3 roster tonight, honestly, which would have been very, very nice this late into the season. Whoa, that was a lag and a half from the McLaren. I just saw that he was in front of Severe Scott and then just popped up behind him. Not sure which McLaren it was. So let's see what Severe Scott's going on here in the second DRS straight here at Abu Dhabi. And he is 1/10 slower than his previous best.
Ooh, as Swifty misses the pit lane.
And there's that for you. So Severe Scott's lap is now butchered off. And that wasn't Gru, that was Capjack. That's got to be a glitch time of 7 minutes.
Oh, Capjack is really all over the place. Holy.
He is lagging like nobody's business. I mean, I know the crossplay lobbies are kind of jacked up, but... Alright, let's see what Mr. Capjack's got. Full tank of VRS ready to burn. Going through turns 1 and 2 here at Diaz Marina Circuit, keeping it not on the rumble strip. That's the best way to go about it. As he spins it out in turn 3, so there goes his lap. Low-key, Red Arrow might be one for a shocker tonight. Right now, holding that Aston Martin banner alone. Captain Jack had a little too much. Here we go.
Good job, Dick.
It's already starting. It's already starting. So those...
Tin Man's on his way down into the chicane as well. He's on a flying lap now, diving in, down a third. Avoids the curb. Gets it straight onto the back straight. We'll see what he's got on his way down in the second half of this straight as he comes to the second sector mark. Going to be 3/10 up, coming around the long left-hander onto the third sector. He's got a McLaren to try to keep out of the way.
Might be Gru, and it is. So hopefully Gru knows what's going on and just backs off. Very, very tough place to do so, though. In the last couple of corners, is Tin Man going through turns 15 and 16. He's not going to catch Gru, so Gru's safe. And Tin Man to the line. He looks like
P7.
25-0 puts him P7.
Chucking it for the race. It's just drinking beer.
Oh man, I write out tickets for that. I've already done it to BK. Don't make me do it to you, Cam.
Alcoholic.
Alcoholic whoppers. If you're not, if you're
spun
not,
out Red Bull on the front straight, there is.
Kryptonic is 600 to the good on his best lap so far. If you're not on or coming out of the pit lane, you might want to do it now. if you want to try to set a lap here tonight for your last runs. We're going to stay on board here with the Ferrari of Kryptonic as he goes through to the second DRS straight. And we'll see what his time is going to be. Hugs it nice and tight. I can't see anything because I keep on getting the notifications. He is 0.2 to the good. So theoretically 24-2 currently.
A message from BK. It says, happy birthday shout out for Sean Boy.
Happy birthday, Sean Boy. It's not just happy birthday, Sean Boy. We had somebody who was also in the EU3 booth. His birthday was yesterday. So Sean Boy and Matty Robo, happy birthday, brothers. As Krypton goes just a little bit faster, he is now 0.4 clear of Red Mask in P2, almost eclipsing the 23s there. The pole time for EU3 actually has been beaten. It was a 24.069. So one of the very rare occasions where the EU3 pole time actually gets beaten by an AM3 driver. So shout out to the new AM3 gentleman. As we are, let's see, everyone's jockeying for position now at this point. 2 Red Bulls going through the start-finish line. Whitjay's leading that charge. They have an Aston Martin ahead of him, so...
Sean Boy's on his final flying lap as we come down to 10 seconds remaining.
There's a Ferrari in Sector 2. He invalidated, so that's going to be his lap over. Krypton's qualifying is going to be over, but he has the mark to beat currently with a 24.0. Red Mask, and what the... Whoa! That was Red Mask and BK that got into it, it looked like.
Is that going to put BK way down the order for the start of the race? He's going to have as best as P9, and that's going to make every single point that Sean Boy can get here as valuable as possible on the starting grid. He's up only 300ths on his lap coming around the second sector, down into the third sector around that left-hander, even though he did set a purple sector, we have no idea. Kryptonic will not go faster. His 24 flat will stand. Red Mask is behind Sean Boy. Arkaka's crossed the line already. His 24.5 will stand.
Yeah, VSC Cap is in the pit lane. Next person across the line is going to be Sean Boy going through turn 16. And he goes P4 with a 24.7. Next person would be Red Arrow, which he is in the pit lane. Captain Tito is in the pit lane. It looks like one of the Red Bulls is about to cross the line. It is Whitjay. He's 0.3 down on his.
No, he's quite a bit.
Yeah, he's quite a bit down. BK.
God, looks like he's going to be holding up Swifty around here. He will. Unless Swifty's time is way off. But yeah, it looks like those two are going to be
Swifty's
crawling around.
Is he? So, yeah. So that's qualifying over. That was a little bit hectic. I would like to know what happened between the Red Bull of Red Mask and the Haas of BK there, because I caught the tail end of it when I saw them spinning. But yeah, Krypton eclipsing the EU3 pole time, sets pole here at Yas Marina. Red Mask starts P2, which is a good day for him. He's going to need one of those. Arkaka is in the top 3. So Arkaka only a 10th behind Red Mask. Sean Boy's P4, main championship protagonist currently to BK. Captain Tito P5, Red Arrow P6, Carson Chong P7, Tin Man's P8, BK's P9, and we'll go through the rest of the order momentarily.
I will give you a little bit of an insight. I have somehow found myself lucking out that the two races that separate my birthday just happen to be within my top 5 favorite tracks. Because we have Imola on May 15th, as that's the start of that week, and then the day after my birthday, I get to watch some Singapore AM3 action.
Ooh, this will be interesting. Hey, that'll be very fun in the streams between him and I. Recapping: Krypton P1, Red Mask P2, Arkaka P3, Shamboy P4, Captain Tito P5, Red Arrow P6, Carson Chunk P7, Tin Man P8, BK P9, BSE Cap P10, Wood J P11, Group P12, Swifty 13, Severe Scott 14, and rounding out the field, Axie Boy in 15. Podium predictions, welcome in the chat, as everybody is accustomed to here in AM3. And between Mr. Warren and myself, who is giving me a thrashing in the podium predictions, I will go first.
As always.
I don't see anybody touching Krypton, so I'm going to go Krypton tonight. I'm going to go Krypton. Krypton P1, Seanboy P2. And I'm going to throw the wrench in the plan. I'm going to go with Red Arrow P3. Sorry to Red Mask, but yeah, I'm going to go Krypton, Seanboy, Red Arrow tonight.
When I get the finishing or the quality results back up on screen, I'll give mine. Because I did actually not get to see the gaps.
Right. Doink the clown. There's 18 people, by the way, viewing this chat. So welcome to the A3. 18. Bad
17.
Storm. Blah.
I'm watching it twice over. Ooh.
Okay, well, 17. Excuse you,
I wish
sir.
I could see. Wish I could see the freaking.
Just like in the the EU3 race, all three compounds are actually going to be used. The only person on softs is Arkaka. They're in P3. We have Captain Tito, Tin Man, VSE Cap, Wit J, and
his Kryptonic's already gotten a spin out of that. Those hards were yet to be warm up, as he's already spinning him.
Well, I mean, that's a good way to warm him up. So I mean,
it's very true.
Kryptonic. Red Mask, P2, Arkaka P3 on the soft, Shamboy P4 on the hards, Captain Tito P5 on the mediums, Red Arrow P6 on the hards, Carson Chung P7 on the hards, Tin Man on the mediums and P8, Championship Leader BK on the hards and P9. He has a to-do this weekend. BSE Captain Jack on the mediums P10, Wit J on the mediums P11, Gru P12, Swifty P13, both on the hard, Severe Scott P14.
That's an interesting top three.
And Axie Boy P15. And Mr. Warren, BK, Red Mask, Tin Man. Okay. Mr. Oh no, we got a lag out. We gotta get somebody to get him back in fairly quickly.
We'll take Krypton with P1. Then we'll actually have Sean Boy P2, and then this is his only chance that he's gonna get some. This is his only shot. I'm giving him one shot. He's dishonored me all season. I'm gonna go Arkaka P3. I think the soft tire, he'll hopefully be able to use that before he gets a safety car and then's able to jump and get a free stop off of those softs.
Mr. Warren, you may need to send somebody an invite because I can't. I have that invite glitch.
Oh, I not. Is he a
EA, I believe, yeah.
He's not a PlayStation guy?
I don't think so, no. Oh, yeah, he is. He's
okay.
A PlayStation guy.
I didn't know because
Alright, as we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights, and away we go. Alright, away we go. Sean Boy, holy crap! Sean Boy goes from the second row all right here immediately, as we got a huge bottleneck in the middle of the match. Oh man, that counted out several drivers, and it's still going. It looks like Severe Scott got tangled up severely. Swifty got severely tangled up. He doesn't have a front wing. Red Arrow sitting there. He has his front wing intact, it looks like. Gru may not have his front wing. I don't know. But the front 5, the front 4 have gotten away. Oh, we got he just BK just rear-ended the back end of Kryptonic. BK though, both passes. Sean Boy from the second row, BK from P9 to P4 in 1 lap. So that to-do that BK had going in that he had to do, well, he's already did most of the work in 2 sectors. But yeah, Captain Jack, well, VSC in caps _, and then Cap is, the C is capitalized, and then JACK. Jack is the J is capitalized.
They could have made this any easier to get people invited in, but nope.
As Sean Boy goes fastest with a 33.7. Red Mask is sitting in there, P2. Kryptonic is in P3. BK, as already mentioned, is in P4. 3 seconds back of that battle pack. 10-man P5, Liche P6. Carson Chong's right there in P7. So it's the front 4s. Carson Chong sends it up the inside on Liche there. He is going to try to overtake him, but Liche is going to fire back. Going through the hairpin. Liche for now is going to hold on to P6. But Carson Chong's P7. Axie Boy from last on the grid is now in P8. Red Arrow's P9. Cap and Jack's Ghost is in P10. Hopefully Warren can get that situated.
Yeah, he should be coming back in soon.
Alright, cool. So invite should be out. Check your notifications, Cap and Jack. Gru's up there in P10, P9 as it looked like Carson spun out, which is definitely the case. Severo Scott's there, P12. Arkaka, P13. Captain Tito, P14. Swifty, P15. I gotta give Swifty a little bit of a learning curve. I know he's been away from the game a little bit, so I'm not too shocked, unfortunately. Hopefully he can pick it back up very quickly and be somewhat competitive. We'll see as laps turn down here. But this front 4, I wouldn't have expected, as Kryptonic goes fastest with a 28.7, they're starting to drop BK a little bit now. So it's the top 3, and then BK is on an island all alone, but he's already done damage control, so he can kind of sit back and wait and see what happens. 10-man sitting there in P5, with Jay, his old teammate, sitting there in P6, so they're just kind of sitting back too, waiting to see what happens. Red Arrow grew as Axie Boy is into the pit lane. I'm wondering if he had damage. Yes, Cam. And Axie Boy is changing his front wing, so...
Arkaka's back in again.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So there goes your podium right out the window.
I had hope.
Deathstorm might actually gain one on you tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, you need one because the magic number is in fact 1.
I know. I was gonna say if I lose one more, it's over. But Sean Boy is starting to pull away now. He is 1.1 seconds clear of Red Mask. Krypton is all over the gearbox of Red Mask as well over there. That's the battle for P2. Restart the system? But no, Cap and Jack, if you're listening, restart your system. The notification for Warren's invite should still be on there when you reboot it.
It was a request to join. I can probably invite it now. I was just trying to load in.
Alright, well, I'm just, let's see if he can reboot his system and it'll show up that way. So hopefully he could get back in here before it gets too late. As the first time penalty tonight is Red Arrow with a 3 seconds. He's battling Gru, Tire God, in P8 there. We have a Sector 1. We have a spinner in Sector 1. Who is it? It is Carson Chong there in the other Alpine. The Alpines have had a rough go so far, the first 3.5 laps here. Show spectators. And, Alright, so what you would do then, Captain Jack, if you could get into the lobby somehow, just try to highlight your car, like I have it on your screen, or on my screen here. And it'll give you the spectator menu. And then you should be able to press the X button on the top there. And then it'll tell you to take control of your car. That's the way it should be. Hopefully you could get back in, so keep us updated, my friend. I mean, you're sitting there in P10 right now. I really don't want to see that go to waste currently. As we are going to resume the battle here, and I didn't see this, but Sean Boy must have made a mistake because Red Mask is in the lead. I did not see that at all. And Krypton spins it out of turn 1, going into turn 2 there. He lost a ton of time to the front 3, and right now both Hasses are somehow, every week, I don't know how these guys
They find
do
a
it.
way.
I don't know how these guys do it. If they have
But you know what's
lucky
crazy?
rabbit foot-
You know what's crazy?
What?
If it was to finish this way, regardless if we're only 5 laps in, I would still win. Because I had Sean Boy P2.
So did I.
Did you? Oh, okay, never
Yes.
mind. Never mind. I'm a loser.
No, technically it would Sean Boy and then wherever it would be.
And then Kryptonic would be the next, and then it would be... You'd have it because our cock is at the bottom.
Yeah, I have Red Arrow, so. But that's still 25 laps away. Swifty, I think, spun it out of turn 1.
I just want to seal the deal this week. I should have played it safe, but...
Yeah, well, I took a gamble, and you decided to take one too. Sean Boy is starting to settle the gap now. It's settled at 1.5, 1.6. Red Mask is kind of needing a day like this for the championship leaders to kind of fumble a little bit, but he doesn't need to see them P2, P3.
I did also do the math because constructors came out for all AM side. Currently, the leaders in constructors, shockingly, is Ferrari,
I'm not surprised.
followed by McLaren, then Red Bull.
Wait. AM2.
No. AM.
Oh, you're
As
talking
a
about...
whole.
Oh, okay, I was going to say, I'm like, if you're talking AM2, we're sitting in 3rd, I'd be shocked.
No, we're in like 6th. Sorry, I'm in like 6th.
Yeah, I have the Deathstorm position in points, so I don't want to hear it. I've been sitting on that number for like the past 5 weeks. Witjay has DRS here on Tin Man. This is the battle for P5 on track. It seems like this is the closest one, so I'll stay on board with the Red Bull of Witjay as he tries to peek his nose into the top 5. Going through Sector 3, going through the hotel section. It looks like Tin Man lost the back end a tad bit there, but nothing too crazy. Very, very tight through there. Witjay lost a lot of speed.
Crazy. Captain Jack's car is actually, his Ghost is actually keeping him
In it.
Yeah, he's sitting 5.5 back and growing Severe Scott. Captain Tito's slowly making way in.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully his rebooted system will allow him back into the lobby. Give it one more go. If you would, kind sir.
Oh, I can try. Every time I've gone to friends on here, it will not let me invite him because he does not show up. Because EA doesn't like people, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Captain Jack...
Need him to request to join again.
Yeah, just request to join E-Warren 9.
Yeah, he's already friends with me. He just needs to go in and click on it.
No big deal, there you go.
Yeah. So Captain Tito is going to make the easy pass on the Ghosted McLaren to move him down to P10, with Red Arrow not far back behind.
Captain Jack Sparrow. As we got a spinner in Sector 1, it is Swifty again. He's been struggling all night so far. This isn't exactly the best track to make your reappearance in AM3, I will say that. So tomorrow I'm expecting to struggle a little bit. But if I have the same luck as these two boys in the Hasses do...
I wish.
Yeah. I just wish I had a quarter of their luck.
I wish I had as much luck as BK had on that start of the race.
Jeez, I don't know how he didn't get caught up in that mess. But Red Mask, Sean Boy, BK is your top three. Krypton is hanging there. He's only 1.7 back of a podium position. We all know he's got the quali pace, and those hards will probably go, what, 18 to 20 laps? No, 15 to 18 laps maybe? In Gru's case, 15 to 18 laps is like 25, 26. Alright, let's see what we got going on. But yeah, we're going to go back to the battle here for P5 between Jay and Tin Man. It seems to be the hotbed on track. It's those four pulled away in two groups of two. It's Red Mask spinning from the lead. Red Mask spun from the lead. So those Haas boys
found themselves in 1-2.
These Canadian Haas drivers, what are they doing? Does every driver see them in the rearview mirror and go, "Ooh, we're gonna spook you out of the position"? Ooh, this is absolutely asinine right now. But these guys, sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good, and in this case, this season, they've been both. But Krypton now is 1.2 away from BK sitting there in third.
Sabotaging the American team. I mean, if sabotaging was... Yeah, if sabotaging was being first and second in drivers and basically clinching constructors tonight...
Yeah, at this pace,
I'd love them to sabotage the real F1.
Take over the Aston Martins of Lance Stroll. Oh wait, no, maybe not, because Fernando Alonso is doing one heck of a job.
This Red Arrow's actually going to come into pit again. On the hards.
There
So
he
we finally
is.
got Captain Jack back. Love to see that.
Yes.
He didn't actually miss out on that much. He's just got quite a bit of a gap to gain on the two he's missed out on. 12-second gap to Tito and Scott.
But yeah, go to spectator menu. I think he's already in the car. I hope he's not. He's still going to spectator menu. Hit your car. Find your car. Hit X. Hit take control.
And win the race.
And get yourself back into the points securely. Yes,
Man, it's fallen into the river in Lego City.
He is
Oh
in.
no.
Let's go. He is in. Awesome.
Oh, and runs way wide.
But these three up here, now up front, Witchay and Tin Man are still battling like a wet cat and a wet dog on a rainy day in the back of the woodshed. Yeah, I saw that. I wasn't gonna respond to it.
See his Witchay kind of backs off, but wouldn't be surprised. Yep, he'll back off into the chicane and get another douse of slipstream and DRS down to the next chicane.
Definitely the smart move.
Doesn't get the run he wants out of the corner, but we'll see how much that DRS plays into effect. And 3/10 is Tin Man on the gap, and that will not be enough, as Witchay did not get anything off of that.
Ooh,
bad
exit.
exit.
A very bad entry, and all over the gearbox. These two go again for another lap, nose to tail here at Abu Dhabi. These two guys are gonna fight like absolute craziness. They are definitely friends off the track, and there's no question about it. These former teammates, and if I'm not mistaken, they did destroy the AM2 or AM3 constructors last season, right?
I believe so. But another battle that's starting to brew is Krypton has finally caught up to BK for P2.
Ooh,
He's within 4.5 tenths as he's going to turn onto the DRS straight right here. See if he's got enough on him to get past him here, or even just put him close.
Let's see.
Oh, he's going to have a whole lot of straight line speed. He's going to have him before he even gets to the corner, as BK is going to just let him by.
But the only problem is there's one major problem. Krypton has no ERS, BK has 52. So BK is going to have DRS coming through this part of the lap, and he's going to be able to breeze right past that Ferrari, I would think.
Let's see if Krypton holds it on the inside. He will hold it on the inside. BK going around the long way around, and they're going to keep it clean. Yep, and they're going to hold it around the outside. BK's going to make that move right back with the more downforce.
Nice move. Nice defensive driving by Krypton. Nice aggressive overtaking by BK. Very clean driving, which has been a very big staple here in AM3 this season, which is a very good sign to see here. I'll tell you what, I enjoy seeing it, and hopefully we'll be seeing it next season, and the season after that, and the season after that.
I hope so.
But with that battle, Sean Boy is now 1.6 seconds clear of BK in P2. We will go back to that battle momentarily. I'm still going to highlight these two back here in P5, Tin Man and Whitjay. They've been together for what seems to be a fortnight. As Active Boy takes up 3 seconds. Yeah, he's the
Krypton from almost 6/10 back is going to be right on the rear end of BK coming down into the chicane. Oh. BK taking a defensive line around here, which means Krypton should hopefully get a better line, but he doesn't take advantage of it. And BK should hold on as Krypton gets a little bit of oversteer into that exit.
Got a little loose. Let's see what he does. I think BK is going to burn. No, he's going to save that ERS, what he has left. He's going to hold on to P2 for another lap.
As this is allowing Sean Boy to actually get away here, as we have an Alpha Tower in the third sector. That should be Swifty who's spun out there.
It is. He's back. He is back. He has it pointed in the right direction, so that's a good thing. And right now, and this is going to sound very, very messed up for me, you have...
I have the lead. Woo!
Because
it doesn't matter where the front two finish, it's literally based on our last driver.
Yeah, as Red Arrow literally just flipped it around, and he is now sitting in dead last after spinning in what I believe would be turn 2. So, highlighting our little commentary.
This Tin Man's going to dive into the pits, get off those medium tires, 13 laps in. So there's your number, there's the entry for the medium tires,
so
12 laps in.
12 laps, so these hard runners, if you're thinking of that, these hard runners are thinking in theory of going, oh wow.
Tin Man is making a wing change, so there might have been a little bit of an issue that caused the pit.
Well, we'll see if Whitjay follows suit.
Dots also went on the medium tire. We'll see if Jack can try to push on those medium tires to try to push up the Tin Man as he's warming up those hard tires. It's quite a gap. I don't think he'll be able to make much of it, but the gap from Sean Boy to BK has actually dropped down to 1.7. It was up at 2.2 for a little bit. But it's quickly dropping down 1.5, 1.4. Sean Boy stays out. They're all on the hard tire, so I don't see him come back in. Might be a little bit of help for BK, maybe?
Yeah, BK seems to be holding tight. I mean, they're not closing in on Sean Boy, so he may want to... he doesn't necessarily want to play defensive, though, either, because if he gets defensive and loses that P2, Sean Boy is going to gain 10 points on him.
Yeah, it's currently be 6 points in the drivers as it stands with 5 to go.
Actually, this is 5 to go, so it'd be 4 to go.
Oh, 4 to go.
As Captain Tito
gets
currently in the pits.
Captain Tito currently holds fastest lap as Krypton's going to try to fling it around the outside, and he's going to try to hold it there, but BK's going to get a better line out of that corner.
Krypton has DRS, so let's see what he does. He's draining the battery, and he has the inside, but he's way too far back. He definitely had a poor run out of that chicane.
That's going to let Sean Boy get back out to 2 seconds. As this driver's championship is hanging in the balance, we could have totally drastic last 4 races depending on this result.
Yeah, this will be very interesting. As we just now hit halfway here at Abu Dhabi. Just about halfway, actually, I should say, just a shade under. Witjay got by Tin Man, by the way, well, because Tin Man had that wing change. So that might have been hampering him. That makes sense then on why what happened there. Captain Tito has yet to pit. He already pit once. 12 lap old mediums. He's probably going. I would assume he's going to pit. No, he's not going to pit this lap. So okay, he's going to carry on for another lap.
Looking for 26 laps is classifying as Krypton's going to get a run and a half down into the chicane. BK is going to let him go as Krypton's using all of his ERS here. GK looking to get a better line out of here. He's going to take a wide line, get a better exit. He's going to have ERS and DRS.
He's going to have no problem.
He should be able to fly back past on Krypton. He is, but it looks like Krypton's going to hold him down on the inside again. We're going to see a copy and paste of what happened a few laps ago. BK flinging it around the outside again. And Krypton and BK are going to keep it clean.
Wow, these two. I'm anxious to see, like, I want to see these guys battle the rest of the season. I want to see what these guys both can do in a full season. If they get paired up again, I want to see what these guys can do in a full season. How tight constructors.
Oh, Krypton gets a little loose there. Oh.
So that just resets that. So
this is going to be chaos as there's a whole lot of lap traffic coming in front of the leaders here.
Oh my gosh, what is this? Karsten Chung, it looks like? No, it's not. It's Arkaka.
Forget about the ghosting, which kind of negates any chaos. But we will see as Sean Boy might try to gain a little bit of a gap to these cars coming out on tires, try to get a little bit of a DRS.
Arkaka is just letting him by. Yeah, about that. As the next car for the leaders to get through is Severe Scott, as Severe Scott kind of just ran wide on the chicane. Sean Boy will be approaching him momentarily.
Krypton is way too far back to make a move on him this lap. So he's going to hold P3 down to the corner.
Yeah, not Witjay. Swifty is going to need to, even though it is ghosted, he's going to need to at least move out of the way of...
It's flipped back your way. Arkaka's made his third stop. He's 17 seconds back on Red Arrow.
I see that. I do.
Carson Chong, the odd one out in the sixth and beyond, as he is the only one that has not made a stop minus these front 4 cars.
Captain Tito just pitted, yeah, Carson Chung, yeah. I mean, these front 4 haven't yet either, and Gru sitting there in P5. Very quietly, Gru sitting in P5. We already know that he is a tire king, so let's see how far he's going to stretch those hards. I would assume, honestly, and this is going to be a bit of a stretch,
Sean Boy's actually going to get some DRS off the Alpha Tauri, probably not only here, but on the backs, the second half of the straight as well. That's going to help him, as BK's actually going to get Krypton on the inside. They're on his outside, soon to be inside. As it's going to allow BK to go wide, and BK's going to fling it around the outside again. Is this going to change to the opposite of what happened the other time, unless BK swings it to the outside and gets the line? As it looks like he will, and Krypton will just hold off behind him without the DRS.
Yeah, that's a smart move. These two guys... I bet BK is excited that he has on-track battling, but I guarantee you he's not so excited that it's so close to his championship run.
Yeah, as Sean Boy's actually able to get about a second on that lap just with the DRS off the Alpha Tauri. I almost sneezed my lungs out there as Red Mask does pick up his first 3-second time penalty. So we'll see Krypton actually dive into the pits off of those.
There you go. There's the
As
first
well
one.
as Sean Boy, it's the leaders. That's going to allow BK to actually get a free lap.
Let's see what BK is going to do. That Ferrari and that other Haas of Sean Boy undercutting BK.
See if this actually helps him in the long run now that he's got some fresh air. And he will probably get some DRS, a little bit of DRS on that second bit of straight, so he can catch up to
Swifty,
this Alpha Tower in front of him, which is actually Swifty. It does not look like he'll be far enough up to actually get it, unless he can get a really good run out of the chicane.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Swifty going really slow through the chicane. We'll see if BK can actually pick some up. And
he does. He's going to get DRS, I think.
he doesn't get DRS.
Wow, wow. That's a
and he's
shocker.
using all his DRS on this lap.
Let's see
As
if
Red
he
Mask, who
decides
also
to
has a
undercut it.
pits, actually, with that 3-second penalty, that's actually going to make it so we may have a Red Bull battle towards the end of this race with the Wit J.
Yep, definitely. Let's see what BK is going to do. He's going through Sector 3 now. He is stuck behind that AlphaTauri. Granted, it's a ghost car, but still. That ghost car is going to either need to move or BK is pitting. We'll see what the leader does. And BK is coming in, so now the race is going to be on for Sean Boy and Krypton to see what they do as they are going through the hotel section. I'm going to
BK with the
assume-
long run down to his pit stall. There's B Shoals in the chat.
Oh boy. Whopper, Whopper, oh my god.
See his BK's out of his stall down into the tunnel underneath. He's gonna have a quick run out of the tunnel.
Sean Boy is
Sean
going
Boy
to keep
might just have it. Sean Boy's gonna hold on to P1, and Krypton's actually gonna jump BK.
Oh,
We'll see
that
as
was huge.
BK has got the 1 lap fresher tires. We'll see how much that makes a difference as he will get DRS.
That's
But as will
gonna be huge.
Kryptonic. Krypton will also get DRS down into the straight, so it's going to be a 3-way battle for the lead with the last 10 laps to go.
Oh man, this is gonna be huge. Krypton's on for a win, BK is on for a win. Sean Boy is gonna try to fight like
That's
we
actually
already
going to
know.
give Red Mask a chance to put himself in a good spot to pick up some scraps should this battle for first get a little chaotic. He's going to be able to gain some time.
Yeah, and just like you predicted, granted it's 11 seconds back, and after the penalty it'll be 8, but Wit J is right behind Red Mask on track, so P4, P5.
Kryptonic and Sean Boy are getting into it. This championship battle is just going to have a little bit of some chaos into it with these new AM3 drivers pushing it for the front two. Because currently it's a 3-point gap in the championship as it stands without fastest lap, which should be going to Kryptonic.
Kryptonic, which it is, 26.9. Let's see what BK will do to answer that. He does have the fresher tires. But this battle is going to be very interesting as we have a lap car of Red Arrow in front of them. So, you back in front. Go figure.
So Red Arrow takes his pit stop. So not only are we watching the front, but us personally are watching that battle that's going to start unfolding between Arcaka and Red Arrow at the end.
As Krypton's going for the lead, he's not wasting any time. He does take it going into the chicane. Let's see what he's going to do. Sean Boy and BK are going to be both behind him. They have more ERS to Burns, and they're going to have DRS on Krypton.
Krypton's actually burning. He's going to be out of ERS by the end of
Not
the straight.
surprised, and he's going to hold on to the lead. He's going to hold on to the lead for the first time here at Abu Dhabi.
As we're going to actually come up to what is the first time we'll see a Haas battle. Because it's usually been first driver takes it, but now we're getting to the wee end of the season where these drivers are going to have to start putting it at each other if they want to score some points. As BK's actually going to run way wide there.
BK made a huge mistake letting giving Sean Boy a huge break there.
As Swifty's actually got a puncture, a front left puncture as he dives in.
Wow. Oh, he was on those mediums for 18 laps.
Jeez.
And he's going on to the softs, so that he's going to go to the, I would assume go to the end, but he probably will, I don't know, he may or may not puncture those.
Scholes, if you were still in AM3, you would have won the championship by now.
If he was still in AM3, he would have won the championship by round 10.
As Sean Boy's going to get just a trace of DRS down here as he's going to gain some time, but as well as BK behind him, he's going to be right on the rear end of him.
Yeah, this battle is not true.
Not true. Yeah, okay. Ferrari's only in 7th place in constructors because of you.
Legit. And now we may have a second winner of Ferrari in the AM3 realm come 9 laps time. But as Axie Boy gets 3 seconds.
Also, has Red Arrow always had that 3 seconds, or is that new?
I believe he has 6.
Is it? He's actually sitting ghosted behind the Haas guys, so he's kind of sitting at a dead end. Hopefully he can keep some pace with these guys. It looks like he's trying to make an overtake on BK, even though he's ghosted.
I mean, I admire the gumption, kid. I need you to come through. I need you to beat Arcaka if you can. As Kryptonic, and as soon as he did that, I believe that was Axie Boy that spun. Yes, it was. And whoa,
Axie Boy. He goes spinning again. As Red Arrow and Arcaka are actually going to be closing up as Red Arrow keeps picking up DRS off of these Haas drivers. Krypton's actually jumped Sean Boy out of the DRS train, so it's going to be a battle for second now as Krypton's going to be running off into the distance here.
These two are going to have to battle. This
championship, here we go. This is where it starts right here. This is going to be our first on-track battle between these two Haas drivers. BK getting dip of slipstream here, and DRS and ERS as they come down. He's going to make a move to the inside. First on-track action between those two. Sean Boy's going to try to switch it back, and he's not able to, as BK's actually going to make the jump. See if BK can put any pressure on Krypton and try to pull back for first place.
Right now, let's see what they do. That ghosted Aston Martin is hanging around. All the credit to that Aston Martin, but jeez.
That'd scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, that definitely would intimidate me a little bit.
Not only is he hanging around, he's honestly putting a little bit more pace than the Haas driver is right now, Sean Boy.
I mean, he is entitled to overtake him, but for the sake of a championship battle, as
Axie Boy is off in the 3rd sector. Swifty as well. As Red Arrow's actually gotten past of Arcaka now.
Oh, Swifty.
Swifty and Axie Boy just kind of spinning around in the 3rd sector, see if this causes anything.
Alright, well, Swifty's back on track, so there's that.
Now,
Red
the
Arrow.
front 3 are split between us over a second, so no one's going to get DRS. Unless Sean Boy can have a good exit here. He won't pick up DRS, but BK has put it within a second, so if he can have a good 1st and 2nd sector, or last and 1st sector here, he can find himself with some DRS on the back straight. Coming around to 6 to go.
And Tin Man and Witche are still battling for P5, by the way.
Good God, those two.
But Sean Boy, BK, they have it to do now. They got to catch that Ferrari of Krypton.
Chills, you're in where you are in points because you've been gone half the time.
Yep.
If you raced more than once a month, you'd probably have more points.
Yep.
As Axie Boy spun again in the 1st sector.
So the lap cars are going to go right by him one more time. So there's that.
As BK should have DRS onto this this first straightaway, as Sean Boy's actually dropped within 2 seconds. Axie Boy retires on track. Let's see if that comes to anything. It shouldn't because it's a
CPU retirement. On track, though?
Could pull something out. Yeah, Axie Boy did retire on track. See if that causes anything. BK is going to get some DRS here.
Okay. What lap was it? 24?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Alright, well, we got that. We still have a battle as Karsten gets 3 seconds. Tin Man finally gets past Witche.
Red Mask picks up
Red
3
Mask
more
gets
seconds.
3 seconds. It's not going to matter too much. He's 22 seconds ahead.
He's got a
of Tin Man.
pit stop back to Tin Man behind.
So he could just kind of coast for the rest of the race and still set P4.
This Alfa Romeo's pacing faster than Sean Boy is.
Alfa Romeo, or you mean the Aston Martin?
Or the Aston Martin, what did I say?
You said Alfa Romeo.
Whatever.
Well,
There's not even an Alfa Romeo in the race.
Yeah, exactly. There's, I mean, Alfa Romeo is white and red.
BK is going to pick up some DRS here, and he should be, with a good exit through the chicane, should be right in line to pick up a fight with Kryptonic with 25 of 26, or 25 of 29 laps.
Oh,
And Scott's actually tired at the end of the straight.
No,
And that's going to pull out a safety car as Red Arrow is going to pick up another 3 seconds.
No.
So this is going to create some chaos, as it should be everybody. The top 4 all getting a free pit stop onto a set of softs. Tin Man and Witche going to still be going at it. Gru, the Tire King's going to get bailed out there, as he's going to be on some soft tires. Captain Jack's also going to get bailed out, as he's 27 seconds back at Captain Tito, basically what he missed out on when he left. Karsten and Red Arrow sitting in what should be a points battle if they didn't have penalties, and that's going to leave Arcaka with a chance to pick up some scraps as Swifties.
26, 27, 28. This is
Minute back to Arcaka.
This is going to be a...
Going to be a 2-lap shootout, 3-lap shootout. With how many cars there are. It is going to help out Sean Boy, because it means that Red Arrow does have to get out of his way.
By the way, look at the one chat that we have with Cam and whatnot.
Oh, I can't see it. My phone's charging in the back. It's going to be interesting. BK does stay out.
Oh boy.
So BK's going to stay out on those mediums. Sean Boy's going to be onto the softs. Krypton's going to be onto the softs.
Red Mask is on the softs. Tin Man's going to stay. Well, Tin Man, honestly...
It's going to be interesting because Red Arrow's going to be out, so there's going to be quite a gap to the cars behind him.
Tin Man, Witche are out. Gru
is
right behind. Captain Tito is in. Gru is in. Gru is in?
Is the game's letting Captain, Red Arrow through? I've never actually seen that.
Oh, wow.
I've never seen that before.
Maybe because the leader didn't catch up.
Might be. It's also going to let Carson back through. Oh, never mind. It's not going to let Carson back through.
Yeah, it's not going to let Carson through. Definitely because of the... It had to have been because of the safety car
BK catching up.
Yeah, has to be. So Karsten...
That's unfortunate for Carson Chong. But Red Arrow, your number 3 pick, did not make a pit stop, but Arcaka did, and he's onto the sauce, and they're going to be side by side with Red Arrow with that large lump sum of penalties that he's got. His 6 seconds in penalties on tires. As we look, BK stayed out, Red Arrow stayed out, everybody else on a new set of softs except for Swifty, who's got 5-lap-old softs, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him either dip in onto a scrub set of softs or just work it out with these last 4 laps of soft tire that he's got left in this one.
I hate to say this to you there, dude, but Red Arrow is all alone. Arcaka's in the queue. I won this week.
Oh no.
I win this week.
Ooh.
Unless Red Arrow bins it, I win.
Jinx him. Nightmare,
No,
nightmare,
no,
nightmare,
no.
nightmare.
Okay, you're not Cody Rhodes. No. Bad one.
Nightmare.
Bad
Unless we see Red Arrow pit on the soft tires.
Don't do it. Stay out. Stay out. You're in the points.
Pit.
Stay out. You get a point. He's in the points currently.
He's 40 seconds up anyways. It doesn't matter.
You're still in the points anyway. I don't care.
He could actually make a... If he does pit, he could actually get a chance at getting some more points with Chaos 2
and bonus fastest lap. Yeah, he could, but...
He'd get fastest lap, and he could pick up, maybe pick up a place or two as cars kind of...
This is going to be interesting.
Constantina. There's no Red Arrow decided to stay out.
Safety car is definitely going to be in this lap because you need 2 laps. But BK on 8-lap-old mediums, everyone behind him to P9 is on 1-lap-old softs. And
wow, this is really
fresh. This is not going to end well for BK unless he puts
This is given Abu Dhabi 2021 vibes, not even joking, with BK the lead championship runner and Chambly behind him on soft tires. As this could be detrimental to BK's championship run, because if not only Krypton, but Sean Boy and Red Mask and Tin Man gets by, we're going to have even with 4 to go.
This will be very, very interesting.
That's 13 points. So we look at the live Drivers' Championship. The only 2 that look like they have a fair chance of winning the championship are these Haas drivers, sitting 13 points apart.
Going into this round as it sits right now, BK has 10 more points coming to him. Red Arrow looks like he's gonna make the back end of the queue.
Boo.
Red Arrow looks like he's gonna make the back end of the queue.
Spin out, crash out, spin out.
He's one corner shy from it. But BK is off. We are here 2 laps to go here at Abu Dhabi. BK gets one nice run going into turn 1.
We'll see how quickly these soft drivers behind him catch up.
Red Mask.
As Sean Boy actually has an issue through this first sector, as he's going to be a second back. As Krypton's going to be the only one that's going to be able to put a fight to him within this first lap. So as Sean Boy's actually getting fought by Red Mask.
Oh my gosh, Red Mask.
And Tin Man as well, as Sean Boy's actually going to be in a fight right now between 3 different cars, with Gru also. All these drivers fighting for a 3rd spot in drivers, or 3rd spot on track.
Yeah, Tin Man has it. Right now, all Tin Man has to do is not let Sean Boy pass him, and he has himself a podium. Going back to the battle up front, back to the battle up front here. Krypton taking the gamble, staying on those going on those softs. He is all over the gearbox of BK. We know he's gonna be able to race him clean, so that's always a plus. But let's see what he's gonna do with 1 lap to go. BK is gonna have to get those elbows out. There's no question about it. And we are going through turns 15 and 16 for the penultimate time here at Yas Marina, and we are on to the final lap here. As off the back, it looks like Swifty.
Yeah, Swifty's actually coming into the pits.
It's green. But BK gets a terrible run out of 1. Red Mask is sitting there, P3. He is right now, he's trying to gun for this win on track as well. As Krypton, BK plays defensively.
Krypton makes a dive.
What a bait and switch. What a baited move by Krypton. And BK has damage. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if Krypton lost the back end, which very well could be possible.
Red Mask on for this one, as BK's going to damage his Krypton is going to run wide, and that's going to allow Red Mask to actually get right up with him. BK's actually going to get away here. Red Mask is going to be up in a P2, and it looks like, should BK keep it clean here with that damage, he should hold on to his win that he's fought for these last 10 laps. Krypton and Red Mask come together. Red Mask's going to put a fight to him on those soft tires. Coming up to the line, holding Krypton off. Red Mask's outside, back to the inside, to the outside, go way wide around the outside of the track.
Overtake. What a move by the Ferrari. What a fantastic move.
Tin Man's actually come up right to the back of these guys with 2 corners to go. Sean Boy's going to be right up on him too.
What a
Tin Man maybe looking to move into the final corner.
Krypton here is going to win.
Oh, Tin Man's going to make a move to the outside, and he's going to just back out of it at the last second. Krypton's going to hold on to the lead. BK P2, wow. Tin Man P3, Sean Boy P4.
With JP5, Group P6, Captain Tito P7 on debut, Captain Jack P8 on debut, Red Mask drops all the way down to 9th. Unbelievable. Red Arrow keeping me alive for one more week in P10. Thank you. Thank you. Arkaka P11, Swifty coming around the last corner now, gonna finish P12. We end up losing Scott, Axie Boy, and Karsten at the end there, but that was one heck of a finish. Jeez.
Lovely brake check at the end, yep. I kind of saw it.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. BK, BK like in the chat there. I don't know if that was a brake check or not. I hope it wasn't. As it sits right now, we have the Ferrari second race here in AM3 on the top of the podium. BK is going to be P2. Tin Man rounding out the podium P3. Sean Boy P4. Witch P5. Gru P6. Captain Tito P7. Captain Jack P8. Red Mask P9. Red Arrow rounding out the field, or rounding out the points finishers P10. Arkaka P11. Swifty P12. Again, we lost Carson Chong, Severe Scott, and Axie Boy at the end there. It said Carson Chong got disqualified, but he's classified ahead those two? That's weird. Alright, well, can you get our podium, kind sir?
I am on it. I got 2 or 3. I just need to get Tin Man the Ratty in here. As all 3 of them should have invites to the podium party.
Okay. Well, if that is the case there, Mr. BK, definitely report it, and definitely see what the crew, my little Stewart crew has to say about it, because if it is that, then that'll be very detrimental to one person and very beneficial to you.
As it stands currently, it's a 18, 15, 12. It's going to bump it back up to 19 points. With Kryptonic getting the fastest lap, it's going to hold at 19 through the last 4 races of the season.
But if you think about it, if that's the case, that could potentially drop him to P7.
Yeah.
Which will then bump Sean Boy into the podium. Wow. Oh, man. So... see if we could get Krypton here in for an interview. I don't know if you're stuck on the. Are you still stuck on the screen?
I am.
You are?
Yeah.
I am as well.
Well.
Okay, well the race is classified, so I can take snag a picture of it and send it to